and humor columnist who wants to know if a guy who wears a Timex can get a date in Boca Raton. Meet Colette. She teaches and translates French and Spanish and enjoys classical music, fishing, gourmet food, and donning a wig and multiple personalities in a bar. Meet Cherry. She's a realtor and writer and was voted girl with the best figure in high school, and who can occasionally be seen dancing on bar tops. Meet Don. He's a former psychologist, now in real estate, who believes in blending humor and romance in everything he does, which makes golf, bridge, and ocean walks a very unique experience. And they'd all love to hear from you on The Mating Call. And now, here's your lovely hostess, Robin Rager.
Good evening. It's very good to be here this evening, and I can't wait to get to know our four guests just a little bit better, as I know you can't also. And this evening we have a very interesting subject, one that is near and dear to my heart, money. So I know that you are going to want to participate. We'd like to invite you to call in, and we will, just after this. Stay tuned.
Happy Easter, everyone. I'm Cookie Chick, you know Cookie Puss's girlfriend. And I'm here with a chocolate-covered egg for Easter.
Auto lineup.
TV12 gives you 2 chances to win with the Wheel of Fortune and the Benson bonus giveaway beginning.
You'd like to participate. We will be talking about money this evening, and we welcome your calls. And the number in West Palm Beach is 844-1212. In Fort Lauderdale, 427-0090. In Miami, 944-5060. And we'll be getting to the calls very shortly. Also, if you see a member of our guest panel this evening, or if you hear any calls that you're really interested in, you can write to those people simply by writing to us here at the station. And what you need to do is use that person's first name and the date of this show in care of the Mating Call, WPEC TV 12, Fairfield Drive, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33407. And it's as easy as that. So let's move right along to Rick, because everyone's waiting to know about Rick. You are a talk show host.
Right.
You write a humor column.
Sometimes.
And you are also the author of 2 books. That's kind of neat. Tell me about the books.
Actually, I wrote 3.
Oh.
I wrote 1 book on nutrition, and the second book on public speaking, and a romance novel. But the book on nutrition sold very well. The book on public speaking sold sort of well. And the book on romance didn't sell at all.
Gee, that's odd.
Which tells you that I eat
You're not romantic.
and speak much better than...
Oh, maybe I can help you. Oh,
Goodness. We're moving right along rapidly. Cherry, let's move right along to you.
Okay.
You're recently, well, relatively new in the area.
Yes, I've been here a year now, and I love it except during the summer. It's not my cup of tea. It's a little hot.
You told me that you worked in a very large corporation and that you found people had a need to confide in you, and I was just wondering about that.
It was kind of interesting. I learned an awful lot about the intimate things that went on and that type of thing.
Like?
It was like a lot of things, many things that people would tell me, and I found it very enlightening. A lot of things I wrote down, and I am kind of putting it into a book and stuff, but of course I'm not going into the person's names and so on.
But that's the good part.
Yeah, I know.
John, you were a psychologist, and now you're in real estate. That's kind of a weird transition.
Well, not actually. As a person, I'm a salesperson, and I found this out after I got into psychology. So sales comes a lot easier to me than psychology does in actual fact. So I decided to go the sales route.
That's really interesting, because I have some background in psychology, and I found that I have no sales ability whatsoever, so I guess we're exact opposites.
Not yet.
Oh. And Colette, you are a translator in both French and Spanish. How do you know both French and Spanish so well?
I grew up speaking both. I lived in Mexico City for 5 years, and I went to a French school for 8, and everything was taught in French, so I had no choice. I was just lucky.
You told me a really neat story about a talk station in radio station in Miami who was offering some kind of, what, you tell the story better than I do. It was a dating show.
Well, I woke up with him. I used to wake up with him every day. I mean,
this sounds fascinating.
I didn't wake up with, you know, because he was a morning show personality. You know what I mean. But he was a morning show personality.
No, but this is when they invited you on the show.
Oh.
The dating show?
Oh, that one. I did too.
Oh, she's got so many.
I did too. Yes, I wrote a letter, and they would have every week, they would choose one person from the letters that they received to be on for half an hour. And you would get calls, and they would ask you questions.
Like
and
what
at the
kind
end,
of questions?
Oh, they asked me all sorts of things.
What?
You know, just what my hobbies are, what I like to do, and the usual.
Did you
type
meet
of
anyone
questions.
neat from it?
Well, I was supposed to choose somebody at the end of the half hour, but to be honest, nobody really did anything for me. And
that won't happen this evening, I promise you. All four of you are about to meet the people of your dreams.
Nobody was, I didn't choose anyone. So. He was disappointed, the host, but, you know,
Would you specifically look for a man with money?
Yes, but not for the usual material things. No, really, I think that a man that is successful, that has money, he has other traits that I like.
Well,
he's more ambitious, he's more interesting to talk to, and he knows what he wants, so hopefully that's me.
That's our topic for this.
That's true for females, too.
Yeah.
This week we're going to be talking about money, and earlier this week we went out to the Universal Health Club on US 1 in North Palm Beach, and we asked several different people exactly what their feelings were in regards to money and dating. I think you might be interested in the answer, so we'll take a look at it now. How important is it when you first meet a woman that she know how much money you make?
I would hope it wouldn't be important right off the bat.
But do you want her to know?
Would I want her to know? Probably not.
So you don't try to impress women, or?
I would like to impress them, but not with money, per se.
Do you ever want to know how much they make when you first meet a woman?
When I first meet them, no, not really. I'm more interested in what they're like than, you know, what they make.
In the first couple dates, who generally picks up the check at the end of the date?
Mom and Dad were good teachers. I usually pay for it.
When you first meet a man, do you want to know how much money he makes?
No, not necessarily.
Not at all?
No, it doesn't usually even come up.
At what point in a relationship would you want to start knowing how much money he has?
If I was going to get serious with him.
Then how much money would he have to make?
A lot. If I was going to get married.
Would you ever want a woman to pay for you?
No, I think if a girl makes a lot of money, I won't stop them. I don't mind if they want to pay for me, because I feel if I take them out a lot, maybe once in a while they should treat me.
How often has a woman ever offered to take you out?
Well, quite a few times, I guess.
Good. You're one of the few people that have said that. That's interesting. Would you ever ask a woman to pay for you?
I tell them if they want to go out, if I didn't have any money, and they want to see me, I would say I didn't want to go out, but if you still want to go out, if you want to pay, I'll go.
Do you think if a man takes you out to a really nice dinner that he expects sex at the end of the evening?
Well, majority of them would probably, I would say yes, but I don't. Yeah, I think they do. But I guess I haven't met the right guys. I don't think I have. The men I've been meeting lately haven't exactly been what I like. I have to meet somebody better. There's somebody out there for me, I don't know, somewhere.
Well, do you agree with her?
Oh, one of the things that I found out, I did a little research on...
I'm sure you have, Don.
On some of my friends, and the males are saying the same thing as these guys are saying. They're saying, I have to admit that I don't have any money before I can get the lady to pay for the dinner or for the date. And I'm just wondering how you make that transition from getting the lady to the lady doing this automatically without having to ask or having to admit that you don't have any money.
How about you go to the men's room when the waitress delivers a check?
When the bill comes.
Just not here, sorry.
Well, before I pay for I would really feel that I have to be kind of involved before I pick up the check.
Right.
That's kind of how I feel. But now sometimes if you get involved in it and you start talking about it, they tell you you're a little bit chauvinistic.
How many dates does it take?
Who said that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would.
How many dates does it take? It takes long enough for me to feel that I'm a part of that person. You know, if I feel that I'm a part of that person and the person, and I do like, and they're not just, out to, get off of not paying, then I feel that it's all right.
I have a little rule, though, when I go out, whether they have money or not. I never order the most expensive thing on the menu or the least expensive. I figure if the man doesn't have money and you order the least expensive thing on the menu, I think it's an insult to him, and it's obvious what you're doing.
We're going to hear more about Colette's rules for dating right after this. Stay tuned.
A message for the hard of hearing.
Now that you have more time to enjoy life's pleasures, has your loss of hearing taken pleasure out of your life? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Even very famous Americans are admitting to having hearing problems and admitting to correcting their problems with a hearing aid. Regain the pleasure of hearing with a Lloyd hearing aid. When you buy a hearing aid from Lloyd's, you are buying from one of the largest direct-to-the-consumer hearing aid companies. We have over 20 years of experience selling hearing aids priced as much as 50% less than comparable aids sold through retail outlets. And now Lloyd's introduces the complete in-ear hearing aid, designed to give optimum hearing without using any noticeable attachments. Even if you're on a fixed income, there's no reason to have financial limitations prevent you from having the hearing you deserve. Except for custom-made hearing aids, down payments are not required if you have a good credit rating. Try a Lloyd hearing aid free for 30 days. We guarantee complete satisfaction, or you can return the aid with no questions asked. Lloyd hearing aids. We will do everything we can to let you hear the life you could be missing.
For free information, call 1-800-331-1004. No salesperson will ever visit, so call toll-free 1-800-331-1004. This is a no-obligation offer. Call free 1-800-331-1004.
People throughout South Florida are changing the way they sleep. They're throwing out their innerspring mattresses and moving up to the comfort of flotation sleep during
Waterbed City's spring clearance sale. Featuring irresistible prices on floor models, discontinued styles, and even complete bedroom suites. Quantities are limited, so hurry into your nearest Waterbed City showroom. Because with sale prices like these, our inventory might just disappear. Don't miss the seasonal savings event of the year, Waterbed City's spring clearance sale.
We're back. We are back. And one more time, let's try the phone numbers. In West Palm Beach, 844-1212. In Fort Lauderdale, 427-0090. In Miami, 944-5060. And I've been told the phones are already lighting up, so let's go ahead. Hi, you're on the air.
This is James, and I'd like to ask Sherry a question as far as, has she ever asked a man out before?
Yes, I have, one time.
Okay, did you pay for him?
No.
And why
well,
not?
I paid for a male person I was involved with, I mean, I had been dating him for a year, and so I did pay on occasion,
Okay, because you just said something about, you have to spend a certain amount of time with the person and feel something towards it before you would actually do that. I wanted to know why.
Well, what's your point? What are you getting